The Centre for Humanities Education at UCL is a hub for sharing education, innovation and excellence within our multidisciplinary faculty of Arts and Humanities. Now, the celebration is really here to demonstrate what we have done over the last 3 years, where we have been funded generously by the Lord Randolph Quirk Endowment Fund at UCL.
Lord Randolph Quirk was a professor here in English at UCL, and he left a very generous endowment in his will. And it's really exciting for me to come here today and see all of the fantastic projects that have been supported by the Centre and all the wonderful research that the endowment has been enabling.
A humanities education is about collaborating, about coming together, about speaking each other's languages, quite often literally.
All of the projects that the Centre has supported have collaboration at their heart and centre. And one of the things that has really been highlighted for me is that when these different stakeholders speak with one another and work together on projects, the outcomes are exciting and productive for everybody.
So the language stream was created to connect and support this work, to highlight good practices, address shared challenges, and contribute to wider strategic conversations.
Well, the ultimate goal is to create an environment in which languages and language education can thrive. I don't think that we would have come together as a group without the Centre. It has given us a platform, it's given us both the financial support but also organisational support.
So the project that I've been working on now for several years is called the Language and Culture Show and Tell. It is a series of video tasters that showcase some of the languages that we teach here at UCL. But what is innovative about them is that they all take as a starting point an object from our art collections and our special collections. What really excites me about this project has been the completely unexpected ways in which it has developed. Art collections are now being used more widely, and I think also it has become really core to our widening participation and outreach strategy.
These were the objectives: raising awareness around intersectionality and neurodiversity among the student population.
Equity, diversity and inclusion is a central area for our faculty. The Centre for Humanities Education brought together academics and students from across the faculty to debate and discuss ways in which we can become more inclusive. We also find that current students are facing many challenges from a changing financial environment and a cultural environment that makes it difficult for them to engage to their fullest in our education. So we need to transform our education to make our education more accessible to most students.
I saw the Acropolis, and then I used these cubes to see Greek amphorae, and I also saw a gladiator scene in the Colosseum.
Supporting technology in education is a central aspect of the Centre, and we want to find ways in which we can harness emerging technologies that we find from AI to virtual reality and put that into practice in sustainable ways.
In a very short time, we're going to see this kind of immersive technologies taking over education and offering new worlds that we wouldn't have imagined 10 years ago.
It's a unique way of learning, and compared to my other classes, it just makes it more accessible, and it's a different way of seeing the ancient world. It brings it to life.
It was absolutely important to collaborate with the Centre for Humanities Education. They can disperse this kind of knowledge to the whole of the faculty, and then they can bring the people together who don't know about this to showcase how it works.
We have a diversifying student body who have different ways of learning. So we always need to keep on our toes, and our educators in the faculty have always done so.
Well, I'm a German historian, and I'm here because I'm facilitating a gaming project on Weimar politics. It's been created by Ben Green and Les Newsom, and today we've been having people play the game.
So we aim to put them in like a decision space of the actors from the time, and I think that is one of the biggest powers of using an interactive experience or a game like this.
Having students enjoying lessons really sets it into their minds as well and demonstrates very clearly what's going on.
The Centre for Humanities Education offered very generous support to bring Ben and Les into my classroom to work with my students. Without the CHE, it wouldn't have been possible to run this pilot.
Well, it's important to keep innovating in the space of education because we are facing multiple challenges. The centre is here to really get those educators together and to start working across our faculty, to learn from each other, to share practices, and to really find new ways in which we can collaborate for the future.